I feel like Jeremy Fragrance in a video. Power! That thumbnail is absolutely horrible. You would think my fat, flabby arms got muscle. Fuck out of here. These are 8 power fragrances, not 5, not 10. We're gonna smack you right in the middle with 8 fragrances that be performing nuts on my skin. Let's roll my motherfucking music so I can put you onto these 8 bangers. Sexy motherfucker. We're all alone. Out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This is your boy. C to the U to the B to the A. Power.edu, because you're going to learn what power is. Now, power is subjective. The bestiality, that sillage mode, that projection, all that power bubble that's going to be around you, it's a little bit subjective. It all depends on different things. But these are joints that work well for me and might work well for you. I always recommend blind buy. Spend all your money, fucking just buy shit all day. Fuck testing, just spend it. You don't know if you're gonna be here tomorrow, spend it. I know that's horrible advice, but you know, I do it, so you do it too, fuck it. So the first fragrance I'm gonna start off with is known in the fragrance community as a monster. Now this is a flanker of that monster, but the performance has not changed, and that's Amouage Interlude Black Iris. The blue powdery beast as opposed to just the regular blue beast. And when I'm talking about power, I'm talking about for cold weather only. There better be a brisk or some 5-degree minimum of airflow east or west, because this shit is insane. You must have at least a sweater on. It has to be on some 50-degree and lower for you to wear this fragrance. It is a savage off of my skin. When I say savage, bare minimum 10 hours. 10 hours. If you do like a 3 or 4 sprayer on this shit, you're gonna have that 10-hour mark. If you do anything more than that, you're gonna be scraping this shit off with a Brillo brush next week. If you're looking for a powdery blue savage animal that isn't a mass appealing beast but has some sexy characteristics, this might be for you. Next one. Light over eso. If you're looking for that cannabis vibe, you already know it's Fragrance du Bois Cannabis Blue. This some of my bitch is like 9+ on my skin. Which days that are really hovering over that. Now these are going by like 4 spray minimum joints. This is fresh, herbaceous, a little medicinal, but it has that cannabis note. Not something that most people like, but most people who hate on it never even fucking tried it. So that's usually how this little fucking game works. I don't like that shit. Have you tried it? No. I don't like fish until you ate pussy, then now you like fish. So that's what I'm saying. Yo, cannabis blue, beast on the skin, and very fun to wear. Next one. The next one that's an absolute asshole off of my skin. It's by the House of Erosion. That's Roja's United Arab Emirates, or UAE. This joint is so fucking good. It's got notes like cumin, clove, oud, some rose action, a little bit of pepper, some patchouli, and it's just got absolute balls. I mean, serious elephantitis. Might be hanging by the knee so they can't wear biker shorts. This is a stellar fragrance. Awesome, 10-hour plus, easy breezy, beautiful cover slut. This is good shit. Try it. Next one. You always gotta throw something a little inexpensive here that got some balls, and I put this one on other performing beast fragrance lists because the shit still hits, and I haven't reached for it in so long that I gave it a little bit of a spritz in the air today. I feel like it smells better. Maybe it's just the way my nose is developing, but La Lique's Encre Noir L'Extreme is oof. This shit is, it's a monster. This is some gentlemanly beast on a budget. This is a very inexpensive fragrance that you can absolutely bag up, and it performs so fucking well in cold weather. This is another fragrance that I don't personally feel that has too much of versatility. It has to be strict fall and winter type vibes. But this, if you spray this on a nice knit sweater or a big scarf and just let it marinate there when you're dressing up and putting on that long trench coat, it's gonna smell spectacular. Very masculine, very sophisticated, very elegant, very mature, very sexy, very cheap. Next one. Now this one, another inexpensive fragrance that personally I've gotten in trouble wearing. This one also in closed spaces, so stay away from it. This is by the House of Rasasi, and that's Entiba. Entiba is this musky, dry, woody fragrance with some fruitiness, but it has this dry, silver, slight metallic vibe to it that is so pungent and potent. in a confined space office setting, you should not spray this more than twice. I've literally made that mistake and I've gotten in trouble for wearing this one also. The worst part was I was wearing cardigans like a bitch, and I sprayed the cardigan and the shit just marinated in the juice all day, and although I tried to deviate by taking the cardigan off, bitch, it's still in the room. The cardigan itself was acting like a Glade plugin for fragrance. The entire office was engulfed in entiba. You smelled like Middle Eastern chic royalty walking around with 7 pounds of 24 karat gold and a turban. This shit is crazy, but it's beautiful and inexpensive and performs like a monster. Next one. The next one is deceiving just by appearance, but usually when you see something this small, you already know it's big. This is by the house of Jeroboam, and that's Umbra. Teeny tiny. The liquid is not black like this. Trust me, it's a little bit lighter on the liquid. That's just the inside of the bottle, but the performance of this ambery sweet fragrance is gnarly. This one coasts in that 9-point-something hour space, but it's very beautiful. Also cold weather. Most of these are going to be catered to cold weather because that's usually when you want something that lasts on you, something that you can comfortably spray on your clothes. This is a beautiful fragrance. This has been my introduction to this house, and I want to smell more. Again, it's ambery, vanillic, sweet, dark, woody, sexy, very fall and cold weather appropriate, and something that you should definitely try. Next one. Vanilla, spice, spice, spice. That's how I would describe this fragrance, as well as performance and inexpensive. This is the throwback by the house of Rasasi, and this is Tasmeen. Cool fucking bottle, kind of has this church kind of pane glass vibe. This was a hit a few years back, and I haven't reached for it in a very long time. So in perusing all my collection, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was a beast. Rasasi be making some power ballsy fragrances. They don't always hit, but this one hits. The powderiness and the mass appeal that this one has. It has also this nice drier chic kind of vibe. It's a very sexy fragrance that, again, this one lives in that 9-hour space also. This one you can pump up a little bit on the sprays. I want to say about 5 to 6, and it's not gonna be OD, but will perform extremely well and is quite fucking nice. Nobody's really talking about this anymore, and they should be. It's not fucking bad, and I'm glad I reached for it. Next one. And last and certainly not least, not one that I would anticipate to be part of this list, but it is the best one out of the flanker space in my opinion, and performs stellar, 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 and that's Dior Sauvage Elixir. Believe it or not, this shit does super well on performance, and if you're gonna get any Dior Sauvage, personally, this would be the one that I would select. Not that the other ones is trash or shit like that, but this one has a little bit more maturity and better performance factor on my skin than the other ones do. This one just hits nicer. This one just has more of a syrupy sweetness about it that just performs very, very well. Mass appealing, still has the same DNA as the other Sauvages. So you're gonna have that mass appeal. You're gonna be in the spot. You can still turn up with the Omarion virus and still feel comfortable that people are gonna smell you through their N95s. This is a sick fragrance that's readily available at some department store in a Sephora, Macy's, or wherever the fuck you shop. So this got balls, I'm telling you. And those were the 8 fragrances on my list that pack a nice smack of power off of my skin. Let me know which one of those you guys own and how it performs on your skin. And I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what is biggest in the game? Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that